At P-Town Radio, we can advertise your business on a small cost. For more information, contact us on email info@ptownradio.co.uk.
Are you caring? Are you a team player and passionate about helping others? Here at Indiana Healthcare Services, we are looking for a healthcare assistant and nurse to work in and around Devon and Cornwall. Why work for Indiana? We make sure you work when you want to work, hours that suit your lifestyle. And above all, we provide in-house training and competitive rates of pay. Pick up the phone and call us now on 01752 418 014 or head over to our Facebook page.
Yes, good morning. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. If you are joining us, we are live on Facebook page right now. Please help us to find out how is our volume going on. As usual, it's a Friday afternoon, just on point. The time is, UK time is, we're talking about, what's the time right now? It's 12:06. Yes, so we are only about 6 minutes late, so we have reduced our lateness time. So if you've been holding on, waiting for us, we are here. Is the myself, of course, the host, Tendai Madume, alongside my guy as usual. He's never far away from me, Jabo Butera. Good morning.
Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. But
Yes.
for us in Plymouth, afternoon.
Yes, it is. I'm clearly hearing very good sound in my ears right now, Jabo. I'm hoping that our viewers today, they can relate with us in this morning or this afternoon, wherever you are listening us from. Please tell us how our sound is sounding. We want to make sure that you get every glimpse of our conversation right now here with Business Talk, Jabo Butera and Tendai Madume. Please let us know as we are settling in a week. It has been a fantastic week this week, Jabo. It's been really good for me. How's it been for you?
A wonderful week, a wonderful. It went too fast, actually. Didn't realize how it went too fast before we realized it's already Friday. But we're not complaining. But it has been an amazing week. And again, you know my motto. I always up and running, ready for the day, every day of the life.
Yes. I've known to know.
Yes.
So welcome to the show, Sister Lamba on P-Town Radio, where we discuss business discussions, things that are happening around business, entrepreneurship, starting up businesses, whatever you call it. We discuss it here on this platform, P-Town Radio, your station, my station, Plymouth right now, favorite station, wherever you are. If you're joining us on our Facebook platform, please just tap in the volume and let us know how is the volume sounding, because we're having issues with our technical director. Our volume is not around with us, so we're doing it ourselves. So self-catered radio station. These are the views and our, of course, disclaimer, Jabo. Let's jump into that. The following program is being brought to you by P-Town Radio. For more information about our radio station, our views and what we do, whatever it is that goes around here in this studio, a lovely studio as well. If you didn't know, come check us out. We are at Union Street, inside the plot. You won't miss us at all. But if you can't, you can catch us on our platforms, which is mainly it's our radio platform, which is an app you can download via your App Store or Google Store. There's some work going on here in this studio as we speak, making it better. So yes, so please bear with us. If you can hear some sound, it's literally some guys who are doing some work here at the plot. So, but just bear with us. But I hope it won't interfere too much with our sound. So if you want to catch us, go to our Facebook page. This is P-Town Radio. On Instagram, it's P-Town_radio. And we're also available on Twitter. And also head over to our website for more information about what we do and how we do things here. Or if you want to take part as well, you are most welcome to do so. Of course, in this platform, on this desk right now, on this particular show, you're listening to us. We are always with our partners from DBI, Diversity Business Incubator. They incubate business. They make things bigger. You know, they're like an embryo in a womb. It makes babies grow. You know, feed you with information. Chicken babies.
Yes.
Yes. So please follow them on their Facebook page, on the Twitter page. The Facebook page is DBI Southwest, because we are in the southwest of England here in the UK, and also available on Instagram and Twitter under a very abbreviated handles, which is DBI_UK. Also, please, they have got lots of content on their LinkedIn and on their YouTube channel, where we are actually broadcasting live right now. Head over there and listen to them. So, of course, our disclaimer: the views and ideas expressed in this following program are strictly of the hosts and the guests, and all the callers, if people are going to call in. But then they are not necessarily reflect the views and the ideas held by P-Town Radio as a CIC and as a radio station. Jabo, let's hold over right now to this platform. Let's get this show started. Are you excited?
I'm feeling very good. I just gonna be drumming on the table, ready, saying yes, bring it on.
Let's do it.
I'm really excited, excited as usual. Like every Friday, I'm always excited to have this exchange of time and this exchange of knowledge and this exchange of wisdom.
Yes.
In the field we are passionate about.
That's correct. That's correct. Here at P-Town Radio, Tendai, Madume, Butera, we're two entrepreneurs in Plymouth. I run about 2, 3, 4, 5. I have another one coming up soon.
Yes.
So we won't. We don't stop. You know, when I say start now, I also start. So we are starting together. So if you haven't started, I have started. I'm putting my things together right now. So another baby will be born very soon. Watch this space, Jabo.
Yes.
Yes. I don't come here just to get. No. I came here to do what I say I do.
Yeah.
So please, we are quite experienced in terms of starting up businesses, in terms of entrepreneurship, in terms of supporting those who need support, if only and when we can. Jabo, tell people about yourself.
So I'm the co-founder and managing director of Diversity Business Incubator, based here in Plymouth. So what we do is supporting startup or planting that seed of starting the business. And also we're tweeting about those existing business, how can they scale up? We're still in that embryo period of conception, startups. We are seeing some of the businesses growing, but we really push. We want to see the scale up. When you talk about scale up, we want to see those businesses from our community turning up millions of pounds. That's the big vision we're having in the future. But that's what we do. Passionate about supporting startup and existing businesses. Myself, I run several businesses, again, as you say, in the city, in the region, on the nation level, as well as continental or internationally. Just our delivery has come, just to giving you welcome on those who are following us. There you go.
Yes. Yes, Jabo, we know if you are watching us right now on our platforms, Tendai, Madume, Butera, we are having our coffee delivered, so please, Jablani coffee.
This is nice. Now I can speak.
Let's take some time to enjoy Jablani coffee, a latte with caramel, dash of caramel. Please come and check us out. We are right here at Union Street at the plot, Jablani Coffee. Jabo, yes, you're talking about your excitement.
Yes, what we're doing every day.
Yes.
And now, so the best part, what I like, is more creating this opportunity, or being creative in how we express entrepreneurship. So we run from the bazaar, which is coming back in 2 weeks' time, which is the market here in Plymouth, created, focused on individuals from the Black and Asian minority, from food vendors to craft makers to performers and artists who are expressing their culture in this iconic place called The Box. So that is one of the innovative ideas. So there are so many ideas we do. That's what I like doing every day, is that creativity happening.
Yes, no, that's wonderful news. Thank you very much, Jabo, for your kind words there. Let's jump into today's program, Jabo. We are talking about today's program is very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Just want to make sure that your sound is sounding good on this platform. Please, if you are right now listening to us, let us know how this sound is sounding good. Let me speak to Danny Diamond, as usual, to find out if our sound is good. It's important that we make sure that you can hear us, because we want to make sure that this next part of our program, we should be talking about interesting stuff regarding entrepreneurship. So I want everyone to be able to play back on their phones and hear us as clear and as loudly as they can, because that's the whole purpose of this radio show.
When we can give a shout out for those already logged in.
Yes.
I can see my co-host, my partner in crime, my friend and my wife. She's on there following us and giving a thumb.
Yes.
So yeah, thank you very much, Leah. She's watching. We
Appreciate
have
that.
also Paul Daniel, who's watching as well, giving a shout. And they're saying the sound is really coming up. All good.
Yes, it's confirmed.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I was looking forward to that. Thank you very much. So let's jump into today's show, Jabo. It's very interesting. I like, when I talk about this, I get jitters, Jabo. Things get going in me right now, Entrepreneurship. What motivates an entrepreneur, Jabo? That's what we're talking about today. So what motivates visionaries?
Yes.
People who start things.
Yes.
What really motivates them? What gets them going? That's the topic of the day. So if you are listening to us right now and you are not an entrepreneur or a visionary, I think this is for you. You probably didn't realize you are, but then you are.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to digest this topic of entrepreneurial sparks.
Yes.
What makes people
I like
tick?
that.
What makes people tick in terms of their mindset?
Yeah.
Jabo. Kickstart with us, Jabo.
So thank you for that. I like that terminology, entrepreneurial sparks. Right? I see the sparkles. I see the when two cables of electricity hit, and then there's sparkles coming out. That's what I'm seeing. But I'm seeing it with the bulb of aha moment. So the terminology sometimes can be scary. When people see or hear entrepreneurial, they think it's a big title, it's a massive thing, it's not given to everyone. Actually, we are all entrepreneurs in our life. Everyone has that embedded in us, an enterprise idea. So when you're starting, as you're growing, as you are expressing your human nature, there is that element of wanting to create a better life for yourself. The better life for yourself, including the legacy. So, people get families, children, or different assets and things, so and so forth, to better yourself life. So you get a job. Although you're thinking it's just an employment, actually it's an enterprise. It's an idea. You started an idea, because you just don't wake up saying, I'm just going to work here. No. You use your thinking. You use your mind. You use your innovation, and you use your passion. That's more important.
Yes.
You use your passion and you create an enterprise. So entrepreneurship is just individuals who are thinking, how can I generate income for myself, bettering myself financially?
Okay.
And that when the terms enterprise comes in.
Yes.
And entrepreneurial is those people who have no enterprise mindset.
Yes. Jabo, let's digest this properly. I just want to I can hear already you are now digging deep.
Yeah.
You're excited about
That's
this.
my bread and butter.
Yes, I can see that. But what I wanna really talk about, Jabo, first, before we get further, let's just describe an entrepreneur. What's an entrepreneur? I think if people listen, we're taking it way back in the layman's terms. We want to make sure that people understand first what is an entrepreneur, because if we understand that, then we can see what motivates this kind of people. And I think down the line we're also going to talk about an example of some of the people we know that have kickstart their journey either recently or in the recent past. What is an entrepreneur?
So as a saying, the lime definition of what is on the street, what people think of entrepreneur, they've given it a connotation what it is not. They think entrepreneurs is those certain type of people. When you talk about Elon Musk, you talk about Jeff Bezos, you talk about names and they say, oh, those entrepreneurs. But if you take an artist in the music industry, for example, you take Stormzy, you talk about Davido.
Yeah.
Being in the industry of music, people might say they're not entrepreneurs.
I see.
Actually, everyone is an entrepreneur.
They are.
An entrepreneur is the person who uses his innovation, his ideas, what he's thinking is best at, using his passion.
Yes.
To turn it to an income generator, so that passion will be expressed and that will give an exchange in terms of monetary or financial reward.
Yes.
So it can be in the music industry because I have a voice, I have lyrics I can write, I have the way I rhyme them, which is good for your ears, and in exchange for you listening to me, you do what you pay me.
Yes.
That's an enterprise. That's an entrepreneur. So on the street has been defined differently.
Yes.
They think enterprise is for those who are all right, what they call business.
Yes.
Two different things, totally different things. And we've been talking about this for a long time ago, where we're talking about self-employed, employed, and business owners, where we talk about working for someone else and working for yourself. Those are the difference we were talking about earlier on. But an entrepreneur is given to all of us.
Yes.
It's start having an innovative idea, using your passion to turn this as an income generator.
That's correct. Wow, well said. I wouldn't say it any better than that, Jabo. You're very, very spot on there. Thank you very much for that. So we've given examples there of people they know, because sometimes visually people can now start to think, oh, okay, so if I'm good in cooking,
Yes.
and I can take my cooking skills into entrepreneur.
Yes.
Yes.
Income generator.
That's literally
Yes.
Yes. So it's not just the music you mentioned. It's a lot. It could be knitting.
Yes.
It could be I don't know, anything.
Whatever you feel you are passionate about,
Yeah.
but also you have the skills and abilities. We're not gifted the same way.
That's correct.
Human being, that's what the beauty of diversity.
Yes.
We are gifted differently. So it's about discovering your gift, tune it well, package it well, and being able to sell it.
Now that we know what's entrepreneurship, Jabo, let's discuss the traits and characteristics of a successful entrepreneur. What should these people behave? Yes, of course, I've got this talent, I've got this imagination, but that's not all you just mentioned there. You said that's not all. You said there's more into it. I want to know a few characteristics that defines a successful entrepreneurship. I'll keep you going.
Yeah.
Consistency. I'll drop you one day for you.
Wow. That's a big one. Well, there's the basics I want to start with, which are the real value of human being.
Yeah.
Honesty.
Yes.
Hardworking, and all those characteristics. You cannot be a successful entrepreneur if you're not honest.
Yes.
You cannot be a successful entrepreneur if you are cutting corners, if you are not abiding to the human rules. It's difficult to get there. So those are the general characteristics.
Yes.
But what is more important, and I think you said it, what makes you waking up in the morning?
Yes.
It's really, really important. And I think for me, I define it with a reason of living. The why. So your why have to be important than the how.
Yes. Yes.
Why are you alive? Why are you living? What's your purpose? What is your purpose of living? That's what you need to ask yourself. Forget about even entrepreneurship. Forget about starting businesses. Forget about income generating. Why do you wake up in the morning? What is your purpose in this world? Have you found that? Once you found it, and it has to be deeper. It's not like my purpose is to plenish the world, or my purpose is to go to school and have children. Those are the superficial. Dig deep.
Yes.
Dig deep. Find out first of all why. What is your purpose in this world?
Yeah. So when we find that out, Jabo, mean, this is getting exciting. This is very interesting. Now we're going to talk about the different motivation for entrepreneurship. This is where we are. We're digging in deep, Jabo, into the different motivations. What could possibly motivate people to become entrepreneurs? Just give me some, Jabo.
I think the best one, the first one most people run for is that independence, financial independence. That's something we need to always remember. People say, I'm going in entrepreneurship because I want to make money.
No.
It's there. You can do it. And it's a noble cause. But that's not all. That will be one.
Yes.
Majority run for that.
Yes.
I want to go because of financial independence. But the one which is really key, and we touched on first of all, is the passion. What are you passionate about? How do you express it? So that when the time are hard, because circumstances going to change.
That's correct.
When the times are hard, it's not that chase of money which will give you the strength to wake up in the morning. It's the passion. It's what you are passionate about.
Yes, passion.
Passion is the
particular product, particular industry.
Yes.
Whatever it is that you're
what are you passionate about?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. Find it. What are you passionate about? We gave an example of Stormzy.
Yes.
Since young age, this young person has been dreaming and doing. He's passionate about that industry of music.
Yes.
That's what he loves. That's his dream. That's what he knows. Big footballers, that's all they do. Rio Ferdinand, he started when he was, I don't know what, 8, 7, playing, taking the ball, and then he grew up to today. He has retired from playing, but he's still doing what? Football.
Yeah.
They are passionate about it.
That's correct.
Find a field you're passionate about it. I can give example. People are going into the medical industry. They started when they were young. They went to education. When it was hard, they keep going. They got their degrees. They start their businesses. Even after retiring, they're still in that field.
Yes.
You'll find them talking about it all the time. They dream about it all the time. That's all what they talk about.
Yes.
That's the passion.
That's correct, Jabo. But let me bring back to myself, Jabo. My kind of entrepreneurship is not based on passion, Jabo. I'm being honest right now. Mine is not based. My passion was football. As you can still see, I'm coaching back at football again. So you know, I'm not back at playing of hope for those who are listening. That's passion.
Yes.
That's passion. But that doesn't make me money. I'm there as a volunteer. I'm volunteering my time for the community. I'm the kind of guy that solve a specific problem.
Right.
Where there's a need, that's where I go.
Yeah. So your passion, what you're talking about, what the comparison with the football, and what you do in everyday life.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things which goes together.
Yes.
Right. Your passion. You need to still dig deeper and find it. What is really, say you want to solve the problem. Who are you solving the problem for?
For my community. So it's an example, Jabo.
Yeah.
When I came to Plymouth, there was no barbershop at all.
Yeah.
But they were barbershops.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the BMA barbershop.
Yes.
The ones that cut black hair. Because you go into the barbershop, back then they'll tell you, this hair, we can't cut this hair. So you end up buying a clipper at home and do it yourself. Yeah. So we realized the need for the barbershop. Right. And we've opened one. This is 13, 14 years ago. Yeah. That's Pastel's barbershop. Those who are listening. It's still open. It's still running in Abington Street. Yeah. That was a niche. That was a need. Secondly, I did promotion.
Can we go one by one?
Yes.
Let's start with cuts.
Yes.
So you saw what a need.
Yeah.
And the purpose was, you saw there was a group of individuals who had a need, but there was no one responding to that.
That's correct.
So you stepped in, create something that will respond to that need and generate income.
Yes.
That's a passion. Similar with football. When you're going, it's not just kicking the ball around. No, there is more behind it. Getting together. It's a team. It's not one person. It's one man. It's not one man band. It's a team. So you're solving a problem of what? Getting together. Mental health behind it. Stability. Conversation space. Even the barbershop is a conversation space. It's not just you come and cut hair and go.
Yes.
Can you see they're all together?
That's correct.
And then they all still collaborating in terms of making money. Because I've played football with you. I've created that relationship. And then you tell me, Oh, I've got a barber shop. Or I'll see you with a haircut. I say, where do you do your haircut? I go to that place. So I'll go to your place to do my hair. See? Because you created that niche of knowing how to bring people together. The passion is about solving that problem of getting people together and solving the challenge of this group of people.
Yes.
Even the football is part of it.
That's correct. Yes. So I mean, just to, I'm just trying to, I'm not saying I'm happy to speak about myself. Of course I am, but I'm not saying I'm happy to speak about myself that for that much. I'm just trying to give an example that some people out there, you might not be as talented as others in terms of doing certain talent entrepreneurship, but you are good at identifying the need for a service. I'm talking about from my perspective, P-Town Radio, we found the need to have a radio where we can have this conversation. It was a need the community wanted, and I feel the need.
Yeah.
In terms of Indiana healthcare services, we needed jobs in the city. We only had two or three big companies, and the city was changing slowly. And some of the people were coming to me and say, when you go and register for this, incumbent A, incumbent B, we don't feel.
Or they give the jobs to others to come last.
Yes. So that was the problem.
Yes.
And my idea was to solve that problem.
Exactly.
So there's people like that who are out there who are not specifically talented like chef. They are not footballers. They are not what's another example? Drumming. They're not good at that, but they're good at solving problems. So you can be an entrepreneur, which sometimes many people ask me, can you cut hair? I'm like, no, I don't, because I didn't go into barbering to cut hair. I was solving a problem.
Yes.
So that's what I'm talking about. So there's people out there who are listening, for benefit of the listeners, that you don't necessarily have to be talented in certain things, but can you solve a problem? If you can solve a problem, go and solve it. If you see there right now, for example, shout out to all those people who are now giving us a lovely food. I was here last week on a street.
Oh yeah, the Sunday one. Yeah, Union Street Party. Yes,
which was lovely.
And had a good barbecue at the back of the tent.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And we had diversity. We had food from all over.
Yes.
So it's small things. It's not small things. Things like that.
Yes.
That we are now be able to have in the city because of diversity, because of entrepreneurship. So if you see that there's a need for something, there's another, Jablani, coffee, different type of coffee.
Yeah.
There's coffee around before Jablani comes.
Yes.
Just a different perspective of coffee.
Yeah.
And you're solving a different problem.
Yeah.
It's not like you are master chef of coffee, but you found the niche and the need for different organic, original coffee to come in the city for us. So it's small things like that that I'm saying people should be aware of and motivated to start something. And then, of course, Jabo, let's talk about the pursuit of personal freedom and flexibility of time. So you might need time to, I don't know, you've got 3 kids that goes to school different times. One is going to kindergarten, one is going to year 1, and one is year 6. Maybe you're not lucky to get same school. One drops in school B, school A. What do you do now next? You get motivated to create time to
be flexible.
To be flexible.
To can do what you want to do, not what is the society is dictating or your boss is dictating you. I think those are the things you touched on, and like the passion was starting. We're talking about the desire for financial independence, solving specific problems, but you talk us as well in this freedom and flexibility. It's really, really a point I always love about my freedom. I decide what time I finish work. I decide what time I start work. It does not mean I'm not working. Don't get me wrong. But I choose. I navigate with it.
Yes.
So we can be saying, I'll give an example. Yesterday I finished early because I wanted to have a dinner date with my wife. But I haven't finished my list of things on the work I'm supposed to do. So I went home early. And with that, I managed to get the day out or our time out together. But which gives me just again in the morning. I started my work very early in the morning. By 5 in the morning, I was already on my laptop. But it's my choice. And if I was working for someone else and I say to them, boss, I'm going home now, it's only 3 p.m., they go like, no, I pay you to finish at 5. But my flexibility gives me that chance to work on my... Also the freedom which is the really, really important thing. It's not the freedom of doing whatever you want. It's the financial freedom we are talking about here. I'm pursuing my financial freedom. We always talk about this. Too much money at the end of the month, or too much month at the end of the money. When you don't have financial freedom, you are in that financial dependency. You are enslaved.
Yes.
You are stressed all the time.
Yes.
You are not respected. If your own family will not value you because of what? You don't have that financial freedom. Whenever you the one who's on the call all the time, can you give me? They even see your call, they're like, him again.
Yes.
So which seat do you want to sit on? Do you want to sit on that seat when they're gonna say, when your call comes, him again? Or when your call comes in, everyone goes, yes, Papa, we are ready.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that where do you want to sit? It's that freedom. It's up to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's your decision.
It's your choice.
It's your choice. Are you on that element where you're on the begging platform, where everyone is like, that one, just leave him out, don't tell him, because he's not going to do anything anyway? Or are you among the list of people they always have on the first list? Yeah, speak to this one first. He will find a solution. I'm not talking about financial solutions only.
Yeah.
Because once you have the meaning, you get the time to go in places to learn knowledge. You'll have the flexibility to go to a networking, and that's where you'll meet Mr. X, who's the Lord Lieutenant, who's the head of this, who's the head of that. But if you are not independent, if you're not flexible, you are tied down, you're not even going to be in places where it's happening.
Yes.
You're going to miss out.
That's correct. Yes, that's very correct, Jerry. Thank you very much about that. We are guiding through our segments here of just trying to make sure that you understand what drives an entrepreneur, what makes the people who makes things happen, what drives them, but we can't talk only the good side of it.
No.
We also have to think about obstacles, things that they overcome, things that they get through to make sure that. I was listening to this podcast, Jabo, and they were saying if you want to have this financial freedom next month, don't start a business now. But if you want to have financial freedom the next 5 to 10 years, start the business now. So basically what they're saying is you cannot start it today and be free tomorrow.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, here's the challenge, Jabo. I said 5 years, 10 years. That's a lot of time.
Yes.
Once you are really digging in. Obstacles, the stress, things they don't talk about when they talk about entrepreneurship. They only talk about the good things when you're rolling into a nice car and you're rolling into a nice house, or rolling into whatever it is that makes the society feel like you've made it in your own capacity. So some people they measure it by, before you used to buy a drum, you're now buying an electrical drum, you've made it. Yeah. So it just whatever it is that tickle your fancy to come into a description of you've made it. Before that happens, Jabo, there's so much that takes place, which is strains of in terms of yourself, family, sacrifices, things like that, things we don't talk about, Jabo. Let's talk about obstacles, things that makes, if you pass through those obstacles in the next 5 years, for example, we say 5 to 10 years, that's when you start to find this time we're talking about. Yeah. We start to find this freedom of finance, freedom we're talking about. You start to enjoy your sweat. It doesn't happen in month 2, month 3, month 4, but as human beings, we're still living.
Yes.
We don't jump from 1 to 5.
I like you touched it on yourself.
Yes.
That's the shocking part. Because time is not going to stop. So all of us, the common denominator we have in this world is time. And the other common denominator we cannot stop it, You cannot fast forward it. You cannot rewind it. Right? So in the next 3-5 years, it's going to happen.
Yes.
You can't stop it. The 3-5 years is going to happen. But what is it did you do with those 3-5 years?
That's correct.
My choice, I've put an effort in now. Because I know those 3, 5, 10 years going to come. And your choice, you did not put any effort. You did not start any enterprise. I started an enterprise. I huddled with it. I wrestled with it. I crumbled with it. I stood up with it. I cried with it. I rejoiced with it.
And guess what, Jabo? Just to comment on that. In many cases, human beings, we don't see that. We ignore that completely. That struggle people go through when they are building their entrepreneurship. It's only later on when you hear, oh, is that you? That's 5 years later, 6 years later. Just 6 years, first month to that 5 years, no one speak to you, no one notices your struggle, no one sees your cry, like we just be talking about there. Why is it that though, to be honestly speaking, why is it that we don't see entrepreneurs, the struggle? We only happen, like Elon Musk, we didn't know where he grew up. I don't know, I know he grew from South Africa. Elon Musk is not a good example. It's not a good example of what I'm trying to talk here. Let me take him out of the equation.
He's on the fire with...
It's only yesterday that I was listening to his story.
Before his comment on what's the gentleman with the red beret? Did you see his comment with... Anyway, that's another.
Yes, that's for another day. Yeah. I think I've crossed fire there. I didn't really mean to bring him in.
Yes. See, yeah, you mentioning about people don't see it, and then I think that's why we're saying it's not everyone who's on that platform of entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Because don't forget, in life, it's how you see things, how you perceive things, what you make a decision. So if I make a decision of not saying or not seeing your struggle or your journey or seeing the stripes, we talked about it last time, the stripes.
Yes.
If I don't see the time to observe your stripes and celebrate your stripes, then I'm not on an entrepreneurial element yet. But you, because you've been there, because you are on that journey, because you're on that passion of changing not only your financial freedom you're looking for, but the whole society growing forward, and that passion you have, because you are seeing it, and you will understand, saying that person has reached that element, what they call success. It was not happening overnight. It did not happen overnight. You will understand the journey of it. You'll understand the need. You'll understand what it takes. But someone who choose not to see it, and they're still coming asking the question, oh, how did you get it there?
That's correct.
They're not there yet.
No.
They're not there. And that's what we're talking about this show here. Let us inspire people. Instead of seeing someone who has been successful and you start thinking, it's a luck. It's they were born with it. It's no. They put an effort.
That's correct.
Multiplied by the time.
Yes.
And stick on it with their passion, not the superficial, but the deep reason of why. And now they start seeing the result. And you haven't seen about it, because tomorrow is going to be another year adding in. So their multiplication is going 100 times fold. Yours is still doing 1. And the year after, their multiplication going to be doing 1,000 times fold. Yours is going to doing what? Again, 1. That's the choice of life. So when you come across such individuals saying, that one is just lucky, business does not work that way, don't give them time. Move on. Look for those individuals who will help to go forward. And I think I shared this one with you. Let me see if I can find it again quickly, and I read it for everyone, because it was a really good passage I was reading in a book. I'm always reading books. And it says,
at least one of us reads.
Life is a bit of both up and down. You agree with me on that one? Yeah? But with true friends, friends who care regardless of your circumstances.
Read that again for me.
Yeah? With true friends, friends who care regardless of your circumstances. The ups are more meaningful and the downs are less devastating.
Very interesting topic. Very interesting statement.
When you come to individuals, say, oh, and sometimes people generalize. Oh, out there people think business. Once they see you, they think you just made it. That's good. They can think it that way. You are not there. But the true friends, those you're going with it, especially in this business industry, it does not matter what's your circumstances. Being up or down, being at a startup or being successful. It's not because I'm going to meet Elon Musk tomorrow that I'm going to see him or consider him higher compared to Mr. Ali across the road who just started his own business, a small business, a restaurant. I'm going to value them the same way.
That's correct.
So regardless of circumstances, a friend should be there. When you have such friend, the ups are more meaningful. So when you're up, I celebrate you, they're more meaningful.
Yes.
And the lower are less devastating.
Jabo, let me tell you something here I've come across, Jabo, and this is very interesting.
Yeah.
It says, I don't know how this is going to sit with you, Jabo, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So, if you still have a lot of friends, you are still poor.
Yes.
As soon as you gain success, you start to lose as many friends and left only few acquaintances. People that you talk and discuss business with.
For those who have ears, they can hear. For those who have ears, can hear.
Yes. Yes, that's a powerful statement.
It is.
And I don't want to say I relate.
In life,
yes,
if you look around, maximum you can have free.
Yeah. Yes.
And then you extend your pressure. It can go to the maximum to create that symbiosis or reality. I learned about this even yesterday, actually, thanks to Steve A. The biggest number, and scientific has been developing this, is 12. That's why football team, they only have 12. They cannot go more than that. Once you cross that number, that acquaintance or even that circle disappears.
Yes.
So as one person, the maximum what you can call really related.
Really friends, yes.
Free.
Yeah, no, that I agree. I mean, if you still have a bunch of people you call friends, 20, 21, 25, then you are not in a category of successful people. If you're out there, you have all these friends, and you tell me you're successful, the number is 07835 49 0010. I want to know how you're doing it. If you're still holding on to your friends from high school, university, work, friends. We're talking about friends here, not people you know. You probably still know many people still know you. That's okay. I'm talking about friends. If you still have friends that are more than 15 to 20, 25, and you still call them friends, please let us know how you are doing it, because I only got 3 left in my
and I think I'm out. I'm out of that count.
Yes. So Jabo, let's just try to encourage people. We are coming up to almost 45 minutes on our show right now. You know, we don't want to give the people too much. I want them to listen back to our show and watch these shows again. Listen, we are live on P-Town Radio Facebook page, live on P-Town Radio app, which is our radio station. We are also live on YouTube on P-Town Radio. Not to forget, we are also live on DBI website as well. DBI is on the Facebook page as well, and DBI YouTube channel. You've got so many platforms where you can go and watch us right now and listen back to a show of entrepreneurship, things that are happening within yourself. How can you be motivated to become an entrepreneur, and what things you need to do and to have hear from us. We're not saying this from Norway. We are pushing that wheelbarrow of entrepreneurship, and we're just trying to share it with you if you can do to take it. So Jabo, how do we advise people now? Okay, we have talked about the motivation of entrepreneurs. So we have talked about overcoming obstacles. We have talked about the role for entrepreneurship. Now we want to talk about, just generally before we close down, Jabo, just give some tips, share strategies and tips for upcoming these challenges and staying motivated. People are starting up. Shout out to, you were talking about earlier on before the air, examples of people that are in entrepreneurship. Let's bring them on. Where you go?
I always have the one I was talking just not long ago, Chef Don.
Yes.
Donovan.
Yes, Donovan.
Shout out to Chef Donovan. He's an amazing young man.
Yes.
Passionate.
Yes.
Of expressing his talent, his passion, his culinary experience, also his culture in all this, and his values.
Yes.
Because when he's cooking, he does not just serve food. He wanted to tell you about how it was cooked, how it's good for your health, and how he has been putting that passion in the cooking.
Yes.
That is what we're talking about. Someone who's really passionate, and he's successful. They're moving, they're growing with the family business. Him and his dad feeds. They're running, and Zoe. They're running Honky Tonk Wine Library, and then he's a private chef, and he's doing some amazing work with private chefs and private parties. So reach out to him, and yeah, Chef Donovan is a big inspiration for many of us. We have Nadia K Combat. You see, they're talking about creativity.
Yes.
Everyone can talk about fitnesses. They've been there. They walk. I've seen it. The way they walk with what they're wearing these days. Yeah. Everyone feel like, oh, it's not. Right. It's not true. It's just what they're wearing looks like. Yeah. And I've seen people. They go to the market with it. It's not the place for that. You're supposed to go into the gym, right. Not to supermarket. No. Please don't confuse things. Yes. And don't confuse people. But Nadia K, Nadia, she's passionate about bringing the health and well-being, but also she's conscious of individuals' challenges and personalities. Yes. So she moved, instead of going to the gym, and you see that the challenge was when you go to the gym, you find these guy or girls with all the shape ripped, and they've been doing for 20 years. Yes. And when you look in the mirror, you just walked in, you still have matumbutumbu like me here. Yeah. And you go like, discouraged. No. You go away. Nadia thought about it and said, listen, what? How about we do this fitness in a nightclub? It's dark. Yeah. It's a safe environment. We'll put the music, put some light. Yeah. But you don't have to look in the mirrors, and you're not going to have all these people who are coming just to show off. That's correct. You're not going to be. So she created, and now they're in a revolution. Yes. She does every Wednesday in revolution. Cake combat, fitness. Those are creative and amazing people we have in our city. That's correct. Yes, shout out as well to Super Dixon with his dancing kizomba. If you want one, two steps. Shout out to you. Also shout out to Jamal, just getting into entrepreneurship with his new barbershop, Shama's Cuts. If you go check it out, it's in Mayflower Street, where Cuts used to be, but a little bit up at the top. Go and check it out. Jamal there is just getting into entrepreneurship in terms of opening his own barbershop. After working for Cuts for a while, for a long time, which is things that we like to see here at P-Town, and we talk about here at P-Town Radio as a radio station. Jabo, just last words for motivation for our entrepreneurs out there, or those who are coming into the arena, or those who are already in the arena. Yeah. The tide is moving, the tide is changing, the shift is happening, and it's the right time to harvest. But where are you positioned yourself? Wow, Jabo, that's you know what I'm talking about. Yes. You know what I'm talking about. Yes. So those period of challenges, those period of tightness, those period of the how do we call it? The sieving. So it's that people had to go through that sieving. There's those gonna be staying afloat, and those gonna be drowning. But it happened for a purpose. That's correct. Gear up. Yes. Game up. Yes. Be creative so you stay afloat. Yes. Then you get access to the bigger oxygen. That's correct. You drop now, you're dead. That's correct. You heard it from my co-host here, from my friend Jabo Butera. Please, time is moving, time is money, they say. Where are you in the arena of entrepreneurship? Yeah. What are you doing? Please get up and start making those moves. Whatever you do it well, and whatever you don't do, you cry about it in 10 years' time, or you celebrate it if you start now. So start up your business now. That's our song. We sing about this every time. If you're listening to us, please give us a thumbs up and thank you. Or if you ever follow us and you ever been motivated by our conversation, don't forget to tell us info at ptownradio.co.uk is our email address. Just let us know. It's good to know. I read an email yesterday from one of the listeners of P-Town Radio, of myself and Jabo Butera. Very encouraging email that they're being inspired with our conversation, and they're also proud of our determination, Jabo, because we've been sitting on this table every Friday for the past 3 years. That's a long time. Yes. With that,
I say thank
We've
you.
got the stripes.
Yes. Have a good weekend. Stay blessed. Don't do what I will do. This is your boy here, Bobo, signing out. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend.
At P-Town Radio, we can advertise your business on a small cost. For more information, contact us on email info@ptownradio.co.uk.